to access the, you can say, column. So for that, we will use ds.loc function location, and then this column represent the slicing operation. Okay, and then we will give the name of the course title. We will give the name of column. So here let's say course course title. Okay, and let's try to execute it so we can have idea that what we are getting. Yes, so here you can see we are having all the course titles. Now here let's say I want to get first 50 means 51 to 100 course, so that I can specify here 51 to 100. Okay, so if we execute this, then here you can see it will skip first 50 course title, then it will start with the 51 and it will go up to 100. Okay, and after 100 it will stop. So if I want every second course title in between 51 to 100, okay, then that step size also we can mention here 51, 53, 55, 57. Okay, likewise. So whatever slicing operation you want to apply on column or selected data, that you can use over here. Okay, if you are not aware with the basic of the slicing, okay, then you can visit my series of tutorial which I have designed for Python crash course. Okay, so in that I have mentioned that how you can use the list and dictionary, and then how you can apply the slicing operation on list. Okay, here you can also use the negative index. Let's say I want to start with the 51 and I want to go up to 25. Okay, and direction will be -1. So here you can see 50, 50, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. Okay, so likewise, so whatever slicing operations are there, that you can use over here. Now let's say if you want to access the column using index. Okay, so for that we are having location function, iLocation function, so index location function. So let's see that how we can go with it. So ds.iloc iLocation, and then same as previous, we will specify the index operation. Okay, and then we will specify the name of the index of the column. So here course title is index number, you can say 1. So let's give 1 as an input, and let's see what we are getting in output. Yes, we are getting course title. Then if we say 2, then what is the next is course organization. So for second column we will go we will get the course organization. Okay, you have to remember that indexing starts from the 0. So column 0 is unnamed, then 1 is course title, then second is course organization, likewise. So if you want to access the column using index, okay, then we have to use the iLoc function. Now if you want to see some of the row, okay, then you can use the head function. Okay, ds dot head. Okay, so it will show you top 5 rows of the data set. Okay, so 0 to 4 means total 5 row. Now if you want to select some random sample, okay, from the data set, okay, then you can use the sample function ds dot sample. Okay, and in bracket you can specify that how many samples you want to retrieve. Let's say n equals to 20, and let's execute it. So this will return some random 20 samples. Okay, here you can see row number 674, 337, then 306, then 380, 858, 46, 163, 60, 698. So this kind of random 20 rows will be written by this. Okay, and if you want to seed some initial value to the random number generation algorithm, then you can specify random state. So this will seed the initial value to the random number generator. Clear with this? Okay. So anyway, if we specify any initial value or not, okay, it will not make any sense. Why? Because the rows are supposed to be selected randomly. Now in next topic, next discussion, column into the variable. Okay, so that same thing we can whatever we have done here in previous example. For example, here ds, yes, ds dot course title. Okay, we will assign this value to one variable. So let's copy it, and let's say we are getting course title. So course title equals to ds dot ds of sorry, course title of ds. So let's try to execute it. So here it is. So now whenever we want to work with the, let's say, on course title data only, okay, then we will not interfere, we will not interact with the ds, but we will go with the city variable. We are having entire variable, means entire column, into one variable city. Yes, let's say if you want to know the how many, if you want to know the organization, okay, let's say like city, we will say OG, organization, equals to ds of, let's have a look at the title, where it is. Yes, here it is, course organization. So let's copy the course organization. Okay, why I'm copying this? Because if there will be typing mistake, then it will not, that code won't be executed. Why? Because that column won't be found into the data set. So OG means organization equals to course organization, and then let's execute it. Then here let's print it. So these are the course organization. Let's say if you want to count the uh, total, how many number of organizations are there into this data set. Okay, so similarly we will use the value count function which we have used in the previous example. So let's see that how it can be used. So here OG means organization dot value counts. Okay, that's it. So here you can see University of Pennsylvania is offering 59 course, University of Michigan is offering 41 course, Google Cloud is offering 34 course, Johns Hopkins University is offering 28 course, Duke University is offering 28, then Ticket for Change 1, MathWork is offering 1 course. So this is how we can use the function with the different data set. If you if you want to store this value, means a value of means name of the university and how many courses are being offered by that university into dictionary. Okay, then what we can do, we can convert this into dictionary, and then we can store it into some variable. So for that, let's say we will use d1. Okay, then we will typecast, or we will convert this value into, means this key value pair into dictionary. Okay, and then we will store it into the dictionary value d1. So d1, and then let's see what is inside d1. Yeah, here you can see. So here we have created the dictionary. So here you can say, here we have summarized the data of the total course offered by the individual organization. Okay, so this is what you can say in simple term, very basic step in the data science, data summarization. Okay, so here if someone will ask that or let's say the main person of the Coursera or the chief person of Coursera will like to know that how many courses are being offered by University of California. Okay, then it can have a look at the data from dictionary d1. Okay, it will return, let's say, 21. So here we have summarized the data. Okay, that this many totally this many universities are there. Okay, and each university offer the this many number of courses. Let's say Johns Hopkins University offering 28 courses. Now let's move towards next operation. Okay, that how many rows are there, means how many different organizations are there. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. So we have stored all the organization into OG variable, means organization variable. So we will use one function og.size. Okay, sorry.